Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Ryan Reacts. Today we're checking out another suggestion video, and that suggestion is by Satsunada, who writes, React to This Day by Shane Koyczan. Koyczan. That's not right, is it? Now I'm gonna admit, I know nothing about this video. From what I could tell, it seems to be an inspirational video. Which, I just realized probably is not gonna meld well with my shithead comedy. So, well, folks, we're gonna see how well this does. I've never reacted to an inspirational video, so I really don't know how well this is going to do as a reaction video. So we're gonna find out together. Of course, folks, if you like, check out the original link and more from original content creator. The link will be in the description.
When I was a kid.
I tried anal. Pause! No, right, can't do that.
When I was a kid,
I high-fived everybody.
I used to think that pork chops and karate chops were the same thing. I thought they were both pork
They weren't?
chops. And because my grandmother thought it was cute, and because they were my favorite,
And she was physically attached to me.
Not really a big deal. One day,
Well, it was a big deal when they
that
asked
kids
for
are
it
not designed to climb
at the
trees.
butcher.
fell out of a
I like
tree.
karate chop.
And bruised the right side of my
Oh!
body.
Grandma,
I didn't
no!
want to tell my grandmother about it because I was scared I'd get in trouble for playing somewhere I shouldn't have been.
And because she just got a Judy chop to the
The
face.
bruise, and I got sent to the principal's office. From there, I was sent to another
How'd you get a
small room with
bruised nipple,
really
bud?
Nice lady who asked me all kinds of questions about my life at home.
The Riddler?
Reason to lie. As far as I was concerned,
No
life
wonder
was
he
good.
got bullied. His frickin'
I told her whenever I'm sad, my grandmother gives me karate chops. This led to a full-scale investigation. And I was
About
removed
karate
from the house
chops?
for 3 days until they finally decided to ask how I got the bruises.
Oh.
News of this silly little story quickly spread through the school, and I earned my first nickname,
Oh, please.
Pork Chop. To this day,
Hold on, wait, pause. Are you telling me Grandma Judy chopped him? I know it's a serious video and stuff, but you just implied that his name's Pork Chop because he thought pork chops were karate chops and Grandma got sick of his shit and just went, "Pah! Grandma, no. Not my nipple. That's my sensitive spot." Oh, I'm sorry, Sonny. I just get so excited. I've been working on my karate chops. Ryan! It's supposed to be a serious video.
I hate pork chops.
Oh, well,
I'm not the
boy.
only kid who grew up this way.
Eating pork chops?
Surrounded by people who used to say that rhyme about sticks and stones.
And pork chops.
As if broken bones hurt more
Sticks
than
and
the names we got
stones
called when
may
we got
break your
called at
bones,
all.
but so do Judy chops, bud.
So we grew up believing no one would ever fall in love with us. That we'd be lonely forever.
Oh my
We'd
gosh!
never meet
Holy
someone to make us
smokes!
feel like the sun was something they built for us in their tool shed.
Pause. Listen, you can't go throwing that at me. My brain doesn't know how to take this, folks. It's going back and forth. I know it's a super serious topic, and I know it's gonna get really sad. But at the same time, he tried to date a spider, shark, gator, chimera. We just gonna ignore that? Is this fact? Is this canon? Are we just gonna accept the fact that he may have just bad days? You know, I thought I had it bad when I was like, that girl's hot, and then I find out it's a transsexual. I'm like, ah, dang it, you got me. This guy freaking got attacked by a chimera.
That we'd never meet someone to make us feel like the sun was something they built for us in their tool shed. So broken heartstrings.
But I'm not a scientist, but I don't think that's how suns are made.
Ourselves so we would feel nothing. Don't tell me that hurts less than a broken bone. That an ingrown life is something surgeons can cut away, but there's no way for it to metastasize. It does.
Don't laugh at that. I'm sorry, it's just
was 8
funny to
years
imagine
old.
surgeons just like, that's how it works.
First day of grade
Had to
3 when
kick the
she
heart.
got called ugly.
Ooh.
We both got moved to the back of class so we would stop getting bombarded by spitballs.
Don't laugh at
But the school halls were a
It's just-
battleground.
oh,
We
God,
found
they're ugly.
ourselves
Put 'em in the
outnumbered
back.
day
Don't wanna
after
look at them.
wretched Day. We used to stay inside for recess because outside was worse. Outside, we'd have to rehearse running away or learn to stay still like statues, giving no clues that we were there in grade 5. They tipped a sign to the front of her desk that read, "Beware of dog." to this day, despite a loving husband, she doesn't think she's beautiful because of a birthmark that takes up a little less than half her face. Kids used to say she looks like a wrong answer that someone tried to erase but couldn't quite get the job done. And they'll never understand that she's raising 2 kids whose definition of beauty begins with the word mom. Because they see her heart before they see her skin, because she's only ever always been amazing. He was a broken branch grafted onto a different family tree.
Pause. I told you. I told this would happen. All the jokes I just made, just put them in the trash. Oh, jeepers creepers. This is really some heavy stuff, isn't it? It's real some heavy stuff. I don't know where this is gonna go. I just hope it doesn't end in sad. Well, let's just watch the rest of the video and just hope it ends with, like, a comical Judy chopping grandma. That's all we can ask for at this point.
Adopted. Not because his parents opted for a different destiny. He was 3 when it became a mixed drink of 1 part left alone and 2 parts tragedy. Started therapy in 8th grade. Had a personality.
That guy looks like a rapist.
And pills. Lived like the uphills.
It's
were
fine.
mountains
He's not.
and the downhills
I can
were
bully him. He's
bit
a.
suicidal. A tidal wave of antidepressants and an adolescence being called pauper.
I was talking about the
One part
doctor.
because of the
Right,
pills.
don't have to explain yourself. Look them up,
9
boy.
parts because of the cruelty.
Right, you just made fun of that boy with the.
Kill himself in grade 10 when a kid who could still go home to mom and dad had the audacity to tell him, get over it. As if depression is something that can be remedied by any of the contents found in a first aid kit. To this day, he is a stick of TNT lit from both ends. Could describe to in detail the way the sky bends in the moments before it's about to fall. And despite an army of friends who all call him an inspiration, he remains a conversation piece between people who can't understand. Sometimes being drug-free has less to do with addiction and more to do with sanity. We weren't the only kids who grew up this way. To this day, kids are still being called names. The classics were hey stupid, hey spaz. Seems like every school has an arsenal of names getting updated every year. And if a kid breaks in a school and no one around chooses to hear, do they make a sound? Are they just background noise from a soundtrack stuck on repeat when people say things like kids can be cruel? Every school was a big top circus tent, and the pecking order.
Hey, there I am! All right, I'm happy again.
To carnies, all of these miles ahead of who we were freaks. Lobster claw boys.
But I'm proud of me. God dang it. I'm proud to be the beard lady.
Playing solitaire, spinning the bottle, trying to kiss the wounded parts of ourselves and heal. But at night, while the others slept, we kept walking the tightrope. It was practice, and yes, some of us fell. But I want to tell them that all of this is just debris left over when we finally decide to smash all the things we thought we used to be. And if you can't see anything beautiful about yourself, get a better mirror. Look a little closer. Stare a little longer. Because there's something inside you that made you keep trying despite everyone who told you to quit. You built a cast around your broken heart and signed it yourself. You signed it. They were wrong. Because maybe you didn't belong to a group or a clique. Maybe they decided to pick you last for basketball or everything. Maybe you used to bring bruises and broken teeth to show and tell but never told. Because how can you hold your ground if everyone around you wants to bury you beneath it? You have to believe that they were wrong. They have to be wrong. Why else would we still be here? We grew up learning to cheer on the underdog because we see ourselves in them. We stem from a root planted in the belief that we are not what we were called. We are not abandoned cars stalled out and sitting empty on some highway. And if in some way we are, don't worry. We only got out to walk and get gas. We are graduating members from the class of we made it. Not the faded echoes of voices crying out names will never hurt me. Of course, they did. But our lives will only ever always continue to be a balancing act that has less to do with pain and more to do with beauty.
Judy Chop. Well, wowee. Well, that was a doozy of a video. But hey, at the same time, we all have to agree that visually that was stunning. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't see myself a little bit in that, and it... Oof. It stings. It stings, but you know what? I'm proud to be the bearded lady. Hey, you wanna know a fun fact about me? When I'm sad, I make jokes, and I cheer myself up. It works. I feel better. But I think it's safe to say that is one powerful frickin' video. I'll admit, I had bullies, but for some reason as a child, the bullies didn't, the names didn't affect me. For some weird reason, it just, went over my head. I know. My name was Garbage Boy. It's kind of ironic when you realize now I'm Hobo Ryan. I'm like a butterfly into the garbage and I came out a beautiful hobo. But at the same time, I've seen many, many people who have gone through what this video has, and you just watch people spiral, and it's depressing. It really is. But anyways, what a beautiful video. Hey, if you like to check out more of my videos, remember to subscribe, leave a like down below, and write a comment on what you would like me to react to. I gotta go back to funny videos. I just said try not to laugh challenge, and now I do this. Boy, oh boy, how times change. Also, I apologize for turning into the quintessential reaction YouTuber, but trust me, there were jokes going through my head, but I couldn't say them. I couldn't say them.